Yo, you're watching Shirko and we are back with some more Wild Rift Esports, and as you can see, we're going to be taking a look at a very interesting match between Amihan Esports and Encore Esports in the Filipino Icon Series. Now, we are already jumping into the draft, and Amihan, as you all also saw in the title and thumbnail, they banned out Teemo and Amumu, and from what I could gather watching some previous matches as well, they do this every single time. Now, why do they do this? Well, I think it's a very smart strategy because they are aiming to get these broken champions. If they ban out two broken champions, the enemies ban out two broken champions, which Encore did here with Diana and Camille, then there's no more, there's still some OP champions left, but not as many, right? But this way, they're able to secure themselves Lee Sin, Gragas, Fiora, all of that stuff, right? And that is actually a pretty crazy strategy, because keep in mind, Amihan Esports is probably really good at playing these broken champions, because in solo queue, you know, whenever you play ranked in Wild Rift, there's no ban system yet, right? So there's always, the matches are filled with these broken piece of garbage champions, right? So they already have their practice and they're confident playing them. They're confident playing them better than the enemies. And here we are with a Teemo and Amumu ban to just leave as many broken, champions open. And meanwhile, the enemies are also going to pick some interesting stuff here. So that is why I chose this game to review in particular, where Amihan Esports is involved. Because the enemies, not only do they pick Fiora, Galio, and they also pick Lux, okay? And let me tell you, quick little spoiler, this Lux is going to go mid lane with an Electrocute Luden's Echo Infinity Orb setup. So that is going to be the one-shot Lux that everyone is a fan of, that everyone wants to see, and everyone wants to see her succeed. And in the last esports video that I made where Lux mid lane was picked, she just got completely dumpstered. However, this time, it is going to be different, okay? So look forward to this one. We also have a Kai'Sa pick. As you can see how late Kai'Sa is picked, because Gragas was open, Janna. Like, there's so many broken picks that usually the Lee Sin would be banned. Oftentimes the Gragas is banned. Almost every time the Fiora is banned. It is pretty crazy. However, Amihan Esports finishes their draft here with a Garen for the Baron lane and also a Tristana in the marksman position. So again, a little bit of a fresh pick that we don't really see every game, and the Dr. Mundo gets locked in as well, which is also one fun to watch pick that we don't see. Guys, I'm telling you, I try to find the most special Wild Rift Esports matches, and there's not that many champions released right now, so oftentimes you have very, very similar team compositions. Like most of the time you have the same junglers in both sides, and it is crazy, okay? Now, let's jump right into this game. This should be very exciting, okay? There we go. We have some nice graphics, and boom. Let me move my camera out of the way. Now, guys, Amihan Esports definitely setting a statement, right? Making a statement with this. They are essentially saying, okay, we gave you Fiora by banning Teemo and Amumu, but we got Lee Sin, and we're happy with that, okay? So, yeah, this Lee Sin has to shine now. They invested a lot of draft power into this Lee Sin, and also the Gragas actually going mid lane. He's most likely going to go full AP, which is what we usually see from these Gragas mid lane players, because if you put something mid lane, you most of the time want it to deal as much damage as it can. Let me see, everything is set up. Yes. Okay, now Fiora against Garen. Last time I actually said that Fiora should beat Garen. However, the Garen completely dumpstered her. So, yeah, we'll see if this is going to happen again. Again, I'm not sure about that matchup. But, yeah, we'll see. We also have a very aggressive setup from the support coming out. After all these barrier nerfs, right? After that one barrier nerf, but a 30-second cooldown increase is a pretty big nerf, we are seeing less and less barriers. However, Garen's still going for the barrier, very interestingly, but the Tristana going for a heal, and her Janna, the support Janna going for an Ignite instead. So that is super interesting. The Lee Sin already trying to make it work, already going for a gank. The Galio is able to flash away. Is he going to burn down to the Ignite? He does. He does, in fact. He does. The Tristana flashes in to finish him with the last auto attack, but he actually died to the Janna Ignite to the last tick. So the flash was wasted. Tristana is able to jump away though, so it is all good. However, that Lee Sin is getting completely bopped at the Skull Crab by this Mundo. The Lux comes in for support as well, and it seems like they will secure this. It is going to be a smite battle. The Lee Sin is able to get it because the Mundo didn't have his smite ready. However, a beautiful Lux binding hits the Lee Sin and ends up finishes him. This is not worth to die. Oh my god, good job, Lux. See, this is what we wanted to see from the mid lane Lux, and she is making it work. Hits the clutch binding through the minion, connects onto that Lux, onto that Tristana, and she picks up another kill. Clutch, very clutch roams there, coming in by Lux, and the electrocute Lux with Ignite even. Ignite! Man, that's some Chad energy, right? That is crazy, man. I mean, guys, you know, I'm a loser in real life, but I'm the Chad in the Rift, okay? We go for no soy options, no Guardian Angels. Is she gonna die? She does die to the Lee Sin. The Lee Sin definitely shining so far. He got bopped at the Skull Crab, but he is still doing an amazing job with the early aggression, which is what he's supposed to do, because Mundo cannot do that too well. If the Mundo is burning down to the Ignite, he will instantly die. Lee Sin ends up dropping though again to the Lux. She is just doing a phenomenal job. Now, I think this is why they pivoted into this Ignite on Janna as well, because they're playing against Mundo. It's very simple if you have a lot of Ignites on your team to just, you know, apply those grievous wounds, and he's not going to be able to do much, just like you saw in that fight, the Gragas igniting him. The support battle in the mid lane, however, the Lux is, oh my god, she tried, okay, she kicked her away instead. Is this Galio in trouble? He is in trouble, he is gonna die. Man, so many 4-man, 3-man rotations coming in all the time by Amihan Esports here, beautifully played. Now, listen guys, it's a very cool tag, okay? The EZ. For Encore Esports. But where's the Z, bruv? Where's the Z? Encore Esports. E-sports? Or what? Jesus Christ, they just call themselves Easy. I mean, it's cool. It's cool, you know? Easy, man. Easy. But come on. Anyway, yeah. As you can see, the Luden's Echo coming out by that Lux already. And we have a Righteous Glory on Galio. This is something that we are seeing more and more in esports all across the world. I think Indonesia started it. I am not sure, but this Tristana definitely started a fight that she didn't want to. Gets bopped. The Mundo is able to heal with his ultimate. No grievous wounds means he is incredibly tanky. He still doesn't even die to the Gragas Barrel. I believe that Galio ult saved him, because Galio ult applies the magic damage shield to your teammates that are in the AoE. The magic damage shield from your passive on your second ability. So I believe that saved him. He might have survived anyway, because Gragas doesn't have that much damage at this point of the game. But very well done, man. This Lee Sin, you know, maybe you shouldn't have banned Teemo. I'm not sure, man. He's getting popped for sure. He's 1-3. That is crazy. However, the Gragas, which might have also not been banned out usually, but if you ban out Fiora, if you ban out something, yeah, let's say Fiora and maybe a Lee Sin, then maybe the enemies will pick up the Gragas, okay? That is the thing. So, yeah. The Gragas shining so far. He's 3-0. Ooh, he gets another kill, make it 4-0. He's on a rampage. Is he going to die? The Lux does not have her ult available, I believe, but she is able to finish him with that Ignite, or does the Kai'Sa actually gets the kill. However, Amihan Esports secures the Ocean Dragon. This is a dead even game. It is a 200 gold lead for Amihan Esports, 7-6 on the scoreboard in terms of kills. Easy will even out the gold lead with this little Skull Crab, believe it or not. And yeah, they're actually ahead now, 700 gold. Beautiful. I believe the top lane tower dropped as well, right as I was talking about the gold lead. That's why they are ahead a little bit now, because of that Fiora. So they're ahead a tower. However, they lost that Abyssal Dragon, which I think Amihan is pretty happy about. Even gold only behind one tower. However, the Ocean Dragon in your pocket, pretty good setup for that late game. And they also have that Tristana for the late game, which is absolutely crazy. Definitely gonna outscale the Kaisa, obviously. However, we are checking out a fight for the Rift Herald, and it seems like Mundo is just gonna get it. Ooh, that was a smite battle, but Mundo won it. Beautifully done. However, Mundo is getting bopped here, has the grievous wounds on him. Galio ends up dropping, the Kaisa ends up dropping as well, and the Mundo gets away. However, that is not good for easy here. Neither is this Fiora dying at the end. 3-0. Encore is able to secure the Rift Herald, but they drop 3 deaths for it and make it 4, make it probably 5 here. I don't think this Lux will get away. She will get a return kill onto the Mundo. She ends up flashing in the end, I believe. Not sure. Maybe she got kicked by the... because her flash is already on cooldown for a long time. Maybe it just looked weird. Maybe I'm just crazy, you know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. But the Lux gets shut down. 3-0 she was. However, I think this will be a dead Tristana. Yes, beautiful snipe by the Galio. Closes the gap with his Righteous Glory as well. Again, the Lux, I didn't promise too much. She's 3-1. She went for the Luden's Echo. She's going for the Infinity Orb. And it is sick. However, that Gragas is going Lich Bane straight into that Rabadons. Has the Proto Belt with the Lucidity Boots. And he's soon going to complete that Rabadons. And that is just going to be absolutely crazy damage. The Tristana going for a very interesting build. Goes for something like a Kaisa build there, because she went for the Grievous Wounds item, the Executioner's Calling, into the BF Sword, and then into attack speed. So yeah, that is of course to counter the Mundo. But yeah, the Gragas gets completely caught out, flashes into the Lux ult, and she gets the fattest shutdown of her life. She's 4-1 now, she's insanely fed. She is the girl to carry this game right now. She is extremely important for this easy roster. And Amihan is not really that bummed out, because the enemies were dropped so low, were poked so low, that they are actually gonna get this bottom lane tower. Sometimes, you know, you lose one member on your team, but all the other 4 members are still very healthy. Meanwhile, the enemy 5 members are low and have to retreat. Hey, that's an easy tower, so they're pretty happy with that. They trade 1 kill for a tower. They are looking at a 5,000 gold lead now, after that whole shenanigan in the top lane, where they also got a tower. They translated it into a mid and bottom tower as well in the end, and they are looking good right now. Now, I believe the Rift Herald is still in the Mundo's pocket. It is, so we will see it actually dropped in the bottom lane before the dragon fight. We see that very often. Oh, the Kaisa gets caught out by the Gragas barrel. Beautiful barrel. The ultimate won't save her. That is a sick Galio ult. Knocks up, I believe, 3 people there, but the easy health bars are just dropping lower and lower, and I think this Lux is completely caught out as well. Beautiful finisher there by the Gragas, you know, the body slam into the cute little girl. Guys, we've all seen that before. We've all seen that before, and we hate that tag, don't we? The UBA. We hate that tag, don't we, man? Jesus Christ, man. Stop it. Anyway, while I'm saying that, the bottom tower will probably drop to the Rift Herald, but of course, Amihan is not too concerned about that, because that is just a small little advantage, or small little gold amount going over to Encore, and I think the tower didn't even drop. Yeah, the tower survived with like a sliver of health. The dragon, of course, went to Amihan. They secured themselves 2 dragons. They are the 2 weakest dragons in the entire game. However, hey, dragon is a dragon. You'll still take it. And it is not, they're not that weak, especially after the Infernal and Cloud Drake nerfs. They are measuring up pretty well now. I think the Cloud Drake and Infernal nerf were probably the best balance change Wild Rift has ever seen, because they were just so broken. It was so ridiculous. If you lose a dragon, you would just instantly, everyone would tilt, everyone would want to surrender. Now it's much more reasonable. Now it's like, okay, if you trade a tower for it and maybe a kill, maybe you're even better. Okay, if you can snowball that gold lead. But yeah, while I'm saying that, Amihan is looking thick right now, man. They are 6k gold ahead. Easy. Struggling here, they still have that extremely fed Lux, and they have a Kai'Sa with 9,000 gold as well. So the carries are still equipped pretty well. They can definitely win a team fight. As you can see, the Gragas damage is just, he just drops so low so fast, but the Kai'Sa gets caught again, ends up dropping. The Fiora dies as well. Double kill for the Tristana, make it a triple kill, and make it probably a quadra kill, maybe even a penta kill. Come on, get a penta, yes, please. Galio, don't be a cuck. Don't be a cuck, bro, just walk back in. Come on, I'm just kidding, it's an esports game. It timed out. Oh man, it could have been a pentakill. Ay. We're seeing a lot of these quadra kills, man, lately. I'm not even scripting this. Like, I'm not checking these games that far. I checked to like the 7-minute mark. I saw it was very even, lots of action. So I saw Lux mid doing well. I was like, okay, hey, let's get it, man. That's good. Ooh, that was close. If she stole that, that would have been insane. That would have been absolutely crazy. Unfortunate. Hey, you know, I'm always rooting for the team that is behind. So the game gets a comeback, so it takes longer to complete, so I get more watch time. Hey, the business genius. Back at it again. Gragas is going for an Infinity Orb, a very, very standard build. If you go full AP Gragas, this is exactly what you want to do, man. This is the one-shot build. This is gonna just do so much damage. Absolutely insane. We also have Mundo, who is getting dangerously tanky now. And the Kai'Sa has some of her core items here. She has the Infinity Edge. She has the Blade of the Rune King. And yeah, she's looking good. The Fiora has the Trinity Force. I mean, she's 0 and 4. She's struggling, but she's getting some items. She is going to start being uncontested in the side lane. She's going to win every single solo bolo, you know, the 1v1. We'll play Yee. There you go, guys. I'm using the Zoomer memes. Do you like me now? Am I 3 years old as well now? You little degenerates. Anyway, as I'm saying though, ooh, what was that? No. Check this out. This is the craziest E. Oh my god, I love this Gragas. He does the zigzag, man. He redirects. Look, she doesn't expect. There's no counterplay. Look. I'm gonna slow it down because this is something very important to learn. I don't see any Gragas players do this, and it is super important, okay? Now check this out, bro. He dashes like this, so she doesn't expect he will flash on her, okay? She has no expectation he would flash on her, but he zigzags right into her face. No counterplay. Crazy, man. What a god, Gragas. Ooh, man. That was sick. There is not that many mechanical outplays in this game because you can just auto-aim everything. Please go away, settings. Thank you. You can just auto-aim everything. So, yeah. Compared to other mobile MOBAs where you have really crazy mechanics, you know. Mobile Legends has their Fanny, which is absolutely crazy. Arena of Valor has Zata, Raz, Nycroft, Murat. Like they have some crazy champions. Here we don't really have that many crazy champions. We have Yasuo, Akali, we have Katarina maybe, but even you can auto aim for Katarina. So something like this on a very simple champion, right? Where most people just auto aim everything on Gragas. Very nice skill expression. Hey, the Gragas is definitely hard carried. The game was very easy to close out after this. You have a huge gold lead. You have the Kai'Sa dead, which is most of their damage. And very unfortunate to see the Lux, who was doing really well, in the end losing. But the Chads win out in the end. The Lee Sin did a lot for their early game, but he took some L's as well. All in all, though, very worth. Look at this logo, man. This looks so cool. It's like a bird. It's cool, man. What does Amihan mean? Does that have anything to do with birds? But this is really cool. It reminds me of Tokuyami from My Hero Academia, the crow. It's cool. Oh, the dark magician, man. Very nice. Anyway, we see the item builds. Everything pretty standard. The only thing that's pretty interesting is probably this full crit setup. I will try it out. I like it. Whenever I go Blade of the Rune King, I feel like the utility is really good on Tristana, but the damage is lacking for quite some time. But if you go Infinity Edge into full crit, especially with the Static Shift, it really adds a lot of damage. I think Static Shift in general is pretty underrated on marksman. Not every marksman needs an early rapid fire cannon or a rapid fire cannon at all. Something like a Zaya can go for a Static Shift and doesn't need it at all. Most damage dealt in the entire game was the Lux though. Hey, extremely well played. Very nice game. Hey, guys, with that being said, this video will end. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about the Teemo and Amumu ban. Let me know what you guys think about the Lux and the crazy Gragas gameplay as well. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and leave an algorithmic comment to support my content. I will see you guys next time. Peace.